While the skies over New York, Pennsylvania, and D.C. were forever changed on September 11, 2001, Sacramento's Expo Plaza became a place for our community to come together, remember, and stand in solidarity. Here to tell us about the September 11th Memorial Plaza at Expo is Expo Marketing and Business Development Manager. We have Alex Alcantar. Thanks for joining us today, Alex.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Alex, can you share the story of how the September 11 Memorial Plaza at Expo came to be and why this location was chosen specifically?
Well, it's interesting because, memorial plazas are hard to come by, you know what I mean? But obviously things have to happen for us to have it. Our board of directors, specifically one gentleman who took the lead on this project, Larry Davis, he was the initiator of this whole project. He and his family were the ones who, obviously we're all patriots, and so for him, he took the lead on this project, and he took the lead of making sure that we enshrine this in terms of a memorial there at Expo.
Wow, and I know one of the most striking elements is the massive I-beam from the North Tower. How did it make its way from ground zero all the way to Sacramento?
Right, so this 125,000-pound I-beam, which once stood as one of the pillars to the North Tower at the World Trade Center, was part of the debris there. And so again, Larry Davis, one of our former board members, took the lead on this, purchased this, and actually donated this to the Expo Plaza.
Wow. And I mean, how does the memorial help visitors, especially those who were too young to maybe remember 9/11, and for those of us who want to connect with the history and impact of that day?
Well, it's one of those things when you sit there, it's a day of remembrance, but obviously when it's not the day, it's still that day of acknowledging that this incident happened. And so for us, it's providing a lot of education to those that do arrive there, to provide everything, photos. We have the I-beam that's there, as well as many other things that we have there in remembrance to what this tragic day was.
Yeah, and every year on September 11th, the plaza is open to the public for remembrance, like you mentioned. What can visitors expect during this year's observance?
Yeah, so what we try to do is this. Annually, we do this. Again, it's open to the public, and we have speakers that come through. They share their stories. Obviously, they share their stories of what happened on this day. They share their memories of it. Many of them being veterans, so they share their stories of what happened in the after effect of that too. And so, additionally from that, we have the color guard that's here from the Sacramento Police Department that presents the flowers, presents the colors, as well as a wreath that is obviously presented to a significant of this particular day.
And the memorial also honors the end of the rescue and recovery efforts. Why was it important to include that in the tribute?
Well, because the thing is this, is that, we have to pay tribute to the victims of this tragic day, as well as, honor all of those survivors that happened, in the after effect. And so for us, it's a significant part of us acknowledging of what happened on this particular day and to showcase this to the public. And
I have to ask you, for you personally, what is the most moving or powerful part of the memorial experience?
Well, this one's always an emotional one for me. I'm a veteran myself. To sit there and listen to some of the stories from some of the speakers, myself having many friends who served along with me, some of them who made the ultimate sacrifice, and you remember that stuff. You remember everything that happened on this day. You remember what happened in the days after, But ultimately, it's like this, is that, our whole point is to educate people so that, again, so that they never forget. And so you hold all of that stuff, in your heart to make sure that this day is symbolic to all of those efforts and all of those people that made the ultimate sacrifice, and, to keep driving on.
Thank you for sharing this with us, and I'm thankful that the September 11th Memorial Plaza is here so people can remember, and thank you for your service as well, too.
Thank you.
Of course. I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for more information. To learn more, you can visit the September 11th Memorial Plaza section at calexpo.com. And if you'd like to support the ongoing preservation and growth of the Memorial Plaza, you can donate by scanning the QR code that you see right there on your screen.